Tonight, we cover the President's proposal for free community college education. Also, we will look at the recent renovations done to the brew house.
All of this and more coming up on SPTV News. The brew house received a makeover this summer. SPTV's JJ Luther has more.
The brew house was remodeled over the summer. Over the entire summer, we were closed. They remodeled the whole counter space area and some of the back room area. So they just took out all the counters, added new ones, and added lights, and took out some walls and stuff, and remodeled our office space area as well. And now we just have a new look and also a lot more room for the baristas to work. And it also kind of opened up the entire brew house itself, kind of gave it this brand new, still this cool, awesome feel, but a brand new feel the same though. The Basement Brew House is a place for everyone, truly, from freshmen to senior to staff and faculty. Really, we have something for everyone. We sell coffee and food and beer and wine. We offer something for everyone. It's definitely the coolest place to hang out on campus.
The brew house is open for business this year, so if you haven't been by to check it out, you definitely should do so.
Viewers were entertained by the personal attacks that ensued during last night's GOP debate, but in the process, the lesser-known candidates got lost in the shuffle. CNN's Mary Maloney has coverage of the low-polling candidates before the primetime debate began.
11 candidates stood practically shoulder to shoulder, hoping to convince voters why they should be the Republican nominee for president.
There's far too many people anyway.
But before the primetime debate, 4 candidates polling poorly reintroduced themselves to voters.
Hi, I'm George Pataki.
Hi, I'm Rick Santorum.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jindal.
I'm Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, in case you can't tell.
The initial topic, Trump.
Let's stop treating Donald Trump like a Republican. Donald Trump has every right to run for president as a Republican.
This is an important election with an enormous number of challenges facing the American people. And the first 4 questions are about Donald Trump.
The candidates quickly sparred on topics like immigration.
We need to win fighting for Americans in this country who are hurting, including Hispanics.
Americans.
The people who are hurt the most by illegal immigration are Hispanics.
In my world, Hispanics are Americans.
The folks who...
Another topic, Kim Davis, the Kentucky clerk jailed after refusing to issue same-sex marriage licenses.
And if she'd worked for me, I would have fired her.
But it wasn't all tough talk.
By the end of this debate, it'd be the most time I've ever spent in any library. That's the first thing I'm going to do as president. We're going to drink more.
The candidates took a moment to pose in front of President Ronald Reagan's plane, hoping to one day follow in his footsteps. I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
Scammers target a lot of college students, despite the fact that most students aren't loaded with extra cash. The experts at personal finance website credit.com have compiled a list of some of the common scams to watch out for. A common scheme is tuition scam. Someone calls you warning that your tuition is late and you must pay immediately with a credit card over the phone. Don't do it. Call the school's financial office to check for yourself. And speaking of credit cards, watch out for the offers they send to college kids. They often come loaded with big fees and high interest rates. If you're shopping for textbooks, make sure you are using a reliable site. Crooks can set up fake sites online for textbooks. They offer great deals and deliver nothing. And watch out for scams on off-campus housing. They don't ever agree to rent an apartment without seeing it both inside and out and making sure you meet the landlord. Some scammers offer living space online, take your money, and then disappear.
Last week, Sunday at 4:35 a.m., a call was placed to UWSP's Protective Services regarding an intoxicated student. The student was sleeping in the lobby of Neal Hall, and according to the Protective Services log, when he was awakened, he, quote, wandered near the hall director's apartment and then urinated on the ground, end quote. The disciplinary actions taken against this student are unknown at this time.
The holiday and gift-giving season is fast approaching. UPS says it will gear up for the increase in package deliveries by hiring at least 90,000 seasonal employees nationwide. The positions vary, both full-time and part-time seasonal jobs will be available. The company says for some workers, the positions could potentially become a regular, full-time gig. Interested job seekers can apply by visiting upsjobs.com.
On Monday, September 21st, UWSP Career Services is offering a workshop where education majors can have their resumes and cover letters critiqued. The workshop will also show students how to fill out job applications for their future teaching jobs. The workshop will be held at 11 a.m. in room 209 of the CPS building.
On Monday, President Obama spoke at the town hall in Des Moines about the possibility of making community college free in all states.
The bottom line is that no young person in America should be priced out of college. They should not be priced out of an education.
Obama stated that the money for this proposal could easily be obtained by closing corporate tax loopholes that do not fit the economy. Republicans in Congress are opposed to this proposal because of the $60 billion cost spread out over 10 years.
There's a new report card out for fast food restaurants, and many got a failing grade. A coalition of health and environmental groups took a close look at what exactly is in the meat and poultry sold at several popular chains. And so what you need to know before you grab that next meal on the go. Have you ever pulled up to a drive-thru and been asked, would you like antibiotics with that? This study seeks to answer that very question. The chain reaction report by the Natural Resources Defense Council, Friends of the Earth, and public health groups found very few restaurant chains have a policy limiting antibiotic use in their meat and poultry supply. The use of antibiotics in livestock is cited for contributing to an increase in drug-resistant infections. Only two top chains received an A grade on their policies, Panera Bread and Chipotle. Both report serving the majority of their meat from animals raised without regular antibiotic use. Chick-fil-A got a B grade. The chain is making a commitment to a no antibiotics ever policy. Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's scored a C. Dunkin' Donuts says it is complying with all FDA and USDA requirements. Failing restaurants include Starbucks and Wendy's. Both chains say they are working to address the issue. That concludes news for today. Nathan Hansen will have your sports news when we return.
Hey you! Are you creative? Do you like television? Would you like to make a show that appears on air? Then SPTV is the place for you. At SPTV, you can appear on air, learn how to shoot and edit video, write and produce your own show, and most importantly, gain skills and experiences that will last a lifetime. Want to join us at SPTV? Come check us out in the Communication Arts Center, rooms 121 and 130. We'd love to meet you. SPTV. Let's make media together.
Having trouble getting that first date? Ever wonder if soulmates are real? All your burning love questions can now be answered on SPTV's newest show, The Love Doctor. Join the Love Doctor herself, Michaela Hilgard, as she diagnoses UW Stevens Point's love problems. Whether it's an epidemic of shyness or a case of mixed signals, the Love Doctor is here with the cure.
My name is Lance Castor. I graduated from UW Stevens Point in 2014. I started at SPTV my junior year. I was looking for a fun experience that also provided me with a chance to learn something, and SPTV was the place to come. Right now, I'm employed at WFRV-TV, the CBS affiliate located in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I can handle it because of what I was able to learn here at SPTV. You can be as creative as you want here. The only limits are those that you put on yourself. Those limits will...
This UWSP Sports broadcast is brought to you by SPTV. Let's make media together.
SPTV is your home for everything Pointers, only on Charter Channel 983.
Alakazam! Huh, wait a minute, I can do it, hold on. Ring-a-ding-a-doo! Huh, this worked great in rehearsal.
Thanks to the support of people like you, some endangered species are no longer disappearing. Join the San Diego Zoo Global Wildlife Conservancy today and help bring species back from the brink of extinction.
Wait a minute, I can do it.
Join us today. Visit endextinction.org.
Pointer football team lost its opening game 65-52 last weekend to Albion College before taking this past weekend off. The Pointers return to action this weekend when they host Cole College in the Spud Bowl and Pink game. The defense looks shaky in the first game of the year, and they will look to get back on track against Coe. The Pointers defeated Coe 37-21 last season, so they have the chance to even their record at 500. The game starts at 2 p.m. in Gerke Park, and if you can't make it to the game, you can find the game on SPTV, as Curtis and Chris will have the call. Now moving on to Pointers volleyball. The 6th ranked Pointers moved to 8-0 on the season after going 4-0 at the Pointers Invitational over the weekend. The Pointers won the sweeps over Hamline University, Bethel University, and Concordia Moorhead, while winning in 5 sets over John Carroll University. Emma Brunkhorst led the way for the Pointers with 43 kills over the weekend, while Ellen Drury, Bella Nelson, and Gabby Thomas also contributed kills for the Pointers. Brittany Laughlin had 146 assists over 4 games for the Pointers, and libero Hannah Pissell ended the weekend with a team-high 106 digs. Brunkhorst also led the Pointers with 22 blocks. The Pointers continue their season on Wednesday as they host Lawrence and St. Norbert as part of the quad invite beginning at 5:30. The 24th ranked Wisconsin Badgers bounced back from their season opening loss at Alabama with a dominating 50-8-0 win over Miami of Ohio. Joel Stave threw for 3 touchdowns, including 2 to Rob Rewhite. Dare Ugumbale had 112 yards while rushing and a touchdown, while freshman Taiwan Deal scored the first 2 touchdowns of his career. The Badgers continue their non-conference slate on Saturday when they host Troy at 2:30 at Camp Randall. The Green Bay Packers started their season off 1-0 with a 31-23 victory over the Chicago Bears. Aaron Rodgers had 189 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, 2 of which went to James Jones, who is back with the Packers after 1 season in Oakland. Eddie Lacy also had 85 yards rushing and a touchdown. The Packers will now take on the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Football on NBC. One can only hope that it lives up to the excitement of previous meetings between these 2 teams. That's all sports news we have for you. Cody Bujan up next with latest entertainment news.
If they could speak up, we wouldn't have to. Bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
My name is Jackie Lang. I graduated from UW Stevens Point in 2013. I started off coming to general members meetings, showing up for the shows. From the first show that I was a part of, I just absolutely loved it. Now that I've graduated, I currently work at WFRV TV, which is Channel 5, the CBS affiliate in Green Bay. I also freelance for Lashbro Visual Communications. All of my experience, all of my knowledge came from SPTV. And I will forever be grateful to this organization for that.
Serving a campus of 9,600 strong, we are the home of UWSP Television. We are SPTV. You can find us on Charter Channel 983, online, or on any of our social media sites.
Last semester, students and veterans collaborated to make art. Noble Rundman has the story.
The Veteran Print Project is an art project taking place all across Wisconsin that was developed by Yvette Pinion, a veteran and artist. When University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point veteran advisor David Krissinger found out about this project, it just made sense for him to bring it to UWSP.
And I come from a family of veterans and a family of artists, so it just kind of clicked that those two groups would, come together.
Through this project, veterans tell artists about their war experiences. The artists then take what they have heard and turn it into art. Both the veterans and artists were apprehensive at first.
At first I thought that a lot was going to be lost in the translation with the artists.
The whole concept of making a print based off one person who's not myself, one person's experience was kind of intimidating.
Despite the initial concerns from both sides, everything went smoothly.
My print was about a nightmare that I had, and pretty much exactly how she made my print is how my nightmares happen and visualize in my head.
I feel really at peace with it and really happy, and My vet really loved his print, so that was the most important thing to me, is that I did him justice, and I think that he felt extremely happy with it. So.
Art professor Bob Erickson says that he thinks that the project was a success, and that projects like this one should continue in the future.
I think it's important that these kinds of projects continue, but I think what's really important is that we work on a one-to-one basis with the veterans and really begin to understand what they've gone through.
The Veteran Print Project had its closing ceremony at UWSP on Monday, September 14th. The UW Veteran Print Project will be on display and can be viewed at the Kenosha Public Museum until November 15. For SPTV, this is Noble Runman.
For more information on the Veteran Project, check out their website at www.veteranprintproject.com. Want to take a break from homework tonight? Then come to the Dreyfus University Center in the Encore Room at 8 p.m. to watch comedian Tracy Ashley. She was a semifinalist on NBC's Last Comic Standing back in 2003. Remember to bring your student ID to get free admission, otherwise it will cost $5 to get in. Centertainment will also be hosting Poetry Slam this Saturday at 10 p.m. in the Alumni Room. This is an opportunity for students who have a passion for poetry to show UWSP that they got what they got. Students are also welcome to just kick back and watch the show. On Monday, NBC announced that it picked Arnold Schwarzenegger to take over as the new host of The Celebrity Apprentice. When the show returns next year, NBC put The Apprentice on hold after Trump declared he was running for president. Schwarzenegger is a former Californian governor and movie star. NBC called him the epitome of a global brand in entertainment and business. I'm sure he'll terminate the things and he'll be back. That was the latest in entertainment this week. Rachel and Chris when we return.
Hey you! Are you creative? Do you like television? Would you like to make a show that appears on air? Then SPTV is the place for you. At SPTV, you can appear on air, learn how to shoot and edit video, write and produce your own show, and most importantly, gain skills and experiences that will last a lifetime. Want to join us at SPTV? Come check us out in the Communication Arts Center, rooms 121 and 130. We'd love to meet you. SPTV. Let's make media together.
Chris, are you going to be going to the comedian tonight?
Only if the tallest person in attendance gets a free meal, because I think I might win. But I might go. I think it should be a good show. And speaking of good, have you checked out that new brew house?
I have. It's a different experience than anything else on campus. It's got that fun Friends TV show vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it can improve my pool game. I'm terrible.
That's all we have this week. Be sure to check us out on social media and tune in next week for more Pointer news. Good night, Stevens Point.
If they could speak up, we wouldn't have to. Bringing species back from the brink of extinction.
These guys care about sports. The talk continues after the cameras stop rolling. Watch Final Take only right here on SPTV for anything Pointers, anything sports.